Hi guys. Old Fiendy. So, just thought I'd make this little video today to basically discuss a few things about the upcoming Fiend 3 film, which I've currently got in development that I'm currently making, and yeah, I just wanted to share this little video, give you a little bit of insight as to what's happening and all that good stuff, basically where we are at the moment. So where we are is obviously the script is still currently being writ in rough. It'll then be put into a neat version, and we've also got masks. And we've got a full range of masks, which I'm going to show you in this video. I'm going to proper delve into this, give you a little bit of insight, a few sneak peeks here and there. And obviously this is a members only video, so if you're watching this, thank you for becoming a member. Really appreciate it. 99 pence a month. Don't know what the currency is that anywhere else, if you're somewhere else on the planet. Whatever it is, I appreciate it. But as in the UK, it's 99 pence a month, which is probably one of the cheapest deals you're going to find anywhere for a membership deal, I would imagine. What we're going to show here then is the range of masks that we've got in terms of the main lineup of characters that we've got. We do have a few other side added characters involved that don't necessarily will be wearing masks, but like the main characters, the main forefront characters, like myself, will be wearing masks, and I will showcase them for you. We'll talk a little bit about the characters and what's going to be happening, a little bit about the plot, and I might even show you a little bit of the rough script writing that we've got so far. And when I say rough, it's rough. So yeah, let's jump into it. Okay then guys, so what I'm about to show you now is our range of masks, which are going to be featured in the film. So without further ado, here they are. And there we have it. We have the characters' faces set out here. So I'll go through them one by one and who's going to be playing them. So we have here Abby the Witch. That will be played by Lucy Finney. She's going to be playing that character. We have Huskus the Pig Boy, which is going to be played by Dave Trainer. The character delved into a little bit in the sequel as more of an entity rather than a character. But yeah, there's Huskus. We have over here Rambling Rabbit. That is going to be played by none other than my son Ethan. He's going to be playing Rambling Rabbit. Call him Rambling Rabbit because he never shuts up. Not Ethan. I'm on about the character. Here we have Mercy the Buzzard, with dreadlocks included. Going to be played by Brett Green, a good friend of mine who I've recently worked with, and become a very good friend of mine, and yeah, definitely up for the role. And of course we have Uncle Howdy with top hat and wig inside, going to be played by Chris Cope, who is a long-time friend of mine and someone who I consider family, very much like Dave, my brother, and he is a brother, and he's going to be portraying the one and only Uncle Howdy. We have, of course, the official Fiend mask that I have worn in the first two films, the first Fiend and, of course, the Fiend 2. And also, you kind of could say featured in the special edition as well, because it's a combination of both films. The Fiend in this one will be played by my cousin Mike Knight, who was featured in both previous films as the main antagonist. Sort of like my rival. And he's going to be wearing this one in the Fiend 3. And here we have the Bray Wyatt Howdy mask, not to be confused with the Uncle Howdy mask. Very similar, as you can tell. The mouth section is missing, but that will be played by me. And of course, we have the Queue de Gloire. Don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but the Burnt Fiend mask, which is pretty decent. Comes with hair, burnt neck, flesh. It looks pretty cool. Quite tricky to get on, but once it's on, it's pretty decent. And of course here we have the sporting trousers that I will be wearing as well, with a complete new attire. So there we have it, guys. We have Rambling Rabbit, Mercy the Buzzard, Uncle Howdy, Huskus the Pig Boy, Abby the Witch, the Fiend. Not sure what I'm gonna call this character yet. I'm thinking just Ghost Me, but yeah, we'll see. And then of course me as Burnt Fiend. So I'm playing them two. There's Mike, there's Ethan, there's Brett, there's Chris, there's Dave, there's Lucy. There we go. So yeah, there we go with the faces that we're going to be using in the Fiend 3. I'm hoping to bring a lot more gore to the film, a lot more action than what we previously have had, more choreographed fights, and just more of everything that we've done in the first two. It's going to be really, really cool with what we do in terms of bringing it to a close. There is a few more props to get in terms of costumes, other little additional things that we need. We do have a few things that we're going to be making ourselves, but you know, we shall see how we get on with them. So the story is obviously going to be picking up sometime after the second one. I'm going to say about a year, aiming for about a year. Obviously, the ideas are still coming together, so we're not sure on like the time space of how long it's going to be after the second one. But I would let's say a year, but that's not in stone. So anyway, obviously you know that Mike's going to be in it. He survives the events of the second one. And yeah, he basically is living his life as normal as he can. And basically, in a nutshell, Uncle Howdy and the rest come forward out of the shadows to cause mayhem, and decisions have to be made, and you know, it's going to be very cat and mouse with a lot of the characters. In terms of myself, I'm going to be playing, obviously, as I mentioned then, like a ghost version of me, because obviously of what happened in the second one. If you haven't seen the second one, go watch it. But yeah, so I come back, and basically I try to persuade Mike to go against Uncle Howdy and, you know, stand and fight because he is causing mayhem. He sort of like took on the essence like me and Mike did with the original Fiend. He's took on the essence of the original Uncle Howdy, fed off that, become his own persona of Uncle Howdy, created his own Wyatt Six, and yeah, which is unique because we're not only creating the Wyatt Six as you know them in wrestling, if you're a fan, but we're also making them our own. So you know, their outfits won't exactly be to that. We want to add our own little elements to the characters, which is I think is quite unique, close to what is with the original, but obviously with little twists and our own little, I guess you could say, view upon the characters on how they're going to look. For example, this. What we have here is the main attire for Uncle Howdy. We have a nice waistcoat with red pattern design that will match a lot of his attire because he's red and black. We have this nice long black leather coat, and he'll obviously be sporting his top hat and gloves and black trousers and all that good stuff. But yeah, got a nice black shirt to go underneath. Very good, very nice. So yeah, as I say, we are developing quite nicely with things. But getting back to the main plot of how things are going to go, Uncle Howdy's running amok. There's going to be decisions made. Mike has to somehow convince the Fiend to team up with him, but obviously with what happened in the second one, if, as I say, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. He's still pretty pissed at Mike, so there's going to be a clash. And why not? One last feud between me and my cousin Mike, as in character. And, you know, is the Fiend going to team up with Mike, or is he going to join Uncle Howdy and do whatever, you know? Which is what we're bringing to the film as well. So, an element that we're bringing that's new is we're bringing a choice-based system to the film. And when you watch the film, there's going to be a decision at some point within the film, I'd say closely towards the end, where you, the viewer, would take control, and you basically have a remote or a controller in your hand, and essentially you will get, well, watching the film, you will get two windows on YouTube. So I would say, hang on, let me position this correctly, there. And you basically use your controller to, you know, choose which decision you want. Do you want the Fiend to join Mike, or do you want the Fiend to join Howdy? And essentially, you're going to get two different endings, which is unique to what we've done previously. Obviously, other YouTubers have done the similar thing, which is where I drew the inspiration from for this idea from, bringing a multi-choice ending to the film. And obviously, you can go back and see the other ending as well. So there's that element as well. But yeah, it's definitely going to be good. It's going to be unique, and as I say, a lot more action, a lot more. Well, there's just more of everything that we've done previously, as I said, and it's going to bring new elements to the film. We're bringing some characters back that we've seen previously, some taking on new roles, and Leah's coming back. She played a character in the first one, but with the third one, she's playing a different character. Because in the first, she plays one of Mike's gang members who originally beat me up and left me for dead. And then obviously I become the Fiend and get revenge and kill them all. She died. And then obviously in the third one she's coming back, but she's going to be playing a different character. And she's got a new look, so you know it kind of plays par with it. Me and Mike more or less look the same. You know, we've probably aged a little bit, but who doesn't? Um, you know, we try and still look young. You know, but no. In all seriousness, it's going to be a blast, and I would like to add that this is going to be my third and final Fiend film. I won't be making any more after this. This will be a ending to my story, and to the story as a whole. In terms of like my character, Mike's character, everyone else's character. but you never know who might pick it up. And that's all I'm going to say on that. But yeah, this is the third and final Fiend film that I'm going to be writing, directing, starring in, essentially making with my friends and family. So yeah, and on a personal note, I would just like to say a thank you to everybody who is on board with this, for being on board, basically, and for everyone who has been on board with the previous films. Massive, massive thank you to each and every single one of you, because I wouldn't be doing this now. Do you know what I mean? So thank you. So yeah, the film is coming along nicely, as I say. It's coming along very nicely. Still lots of work to do. Haven't got a initial filming date scheduled yet. However, we do have scenes done and compiled, and yeah, it's coming together. The script, still working on the script. I do it as and when I can, literally racking ideas. I've already got notes written down on key plot points on what needs to happen within the film. It's just a case of writing it into an extended story with background and, something that's going to be ideally entertaining. Because that's why I do it. I do it to entertain people. I do it because I enjoy it. It's hobby and interest that I love to do. Keeps me focused, keeps me occupied, and I like to present something that I've done. Being a massive fan of Bray Wyatt, who is unfortunately no longer with us, and yeah, it's gonna be something special, and it pays homage to Bray, as did the second one. I paid a little tribute to Bray in the second one. Well, the special edition, I should say. And it's definitely going to be good. Definitely going to be good. And there's a lot going into this one. A lot going into it, and it's my biggest project today as well. Like, I'm definitely going all out on this one. Going all out on it with my ideas, characters, finances. I am putting a lot into this. And I just hope that it is going to be as entertaining as I'm going to try and make it. I hope that the viewers, you guys, appreciate it, enjoy it, and yeah. Moving on. As I say, everything's moving forward quite nicely. As I say, we have more stuff to get in terms of costume and other bits. We have props to get. We have makeup to get. We have a few other bits and bobs to make ourselves, as I said earlier. And the script writing is coming together. It is coming together. But while we're talking about script writing, let's take a little look. Okay, so this is my little script writing notebook. Again, everything's in rough. And we have it here. There's the title of the film, The Fiend 3, The Reckoning. Let's have a look. Here we go. Let's just have a flick through some of these pages. Okay, so here we go. Just going to give you a quick scan of that. Not going to reveal too much too quickly. There we go. Yeah. It's all coming together nicely, as you can see. And I think that, obviously this isn't set in stone either. There could be changes made, which there probably will be, because 9 times out of 10 when I write a script, I write it in rough, and I do make little changes here and there when writing it up neat. It could be a change of a line, it could be a change of what happens and where it happens and things like that. But yeah, there you go, little little glimpse of the script. So yeah, guys, there's not really much more to discuss in terms of the development. As I say, we've got all the masks necessary, more or less. I think there's a couple more little bits that we're going to get in terms of costumes and outfits, and all the rest of the stuff. Obviously, I'm going to be working each character individually. So I'm going to work on one, make sure they've got everything they need, work on another, make sure they've got everything they need, and so on and so forth. Pack all that into nice little suitcases for each of the people playing them, hand them their suitcases when we arrive onto set, and go, dress up, we're rolling in 5 minutes, douche. Obviously not 5 minutes realistically, but and then they'll put their costumes on, makeup on, contact lenses in, if they're wearing any, and then do their actions and everything, and act, action, all that good stuff, and yeah, film away. I would like to add as well that I am wanting, again, not set in stone. Don't hold me to this. But considering how well the second one went in terms of filming, like shooting, and what we actually used to film that, I'm thinking about doing the same again, with a few little added extras. So what I'm wanting to do is film on my phone again, like we did with the second one. We literally filmed it on a phone and edited it on the phone, using software and things. And whereas this time I'm wanting to have a few little extras just to make the sound quality and what have you just a little bit better. You know what I mean? Because you're only as good or better than you are as your last project, and I want to be better. Each step is moving forward. I want to be better, and with this being my third and final Fiend film, Fiend film, I want it to be better in a lot more ways than just action and gore and what have you. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's very, very exciting, very exciting. I'm very eager, and as I say, it's keeping me on my toes, because I have got a lot going off in my personal life at the moment. Weekend just gone, prior to filming this, I lost another grandfather, so yeah, things aren't great at the moment. And there's also stuff happening alongside other family members where there's incidences happening, and that's happening, and this is happening, and that's happening, and it's all crazy at the moment, as well as other personal stresses in my own personal life, and concerns and things. So having this, making this project is definitely holding me home. Do you know what I mean? It's something that I work on with my kids, because my son and my daughter have both given me ideas. My son's helped me with a lot of the writing as well, which obviously is going to be credited for in the film, as well as taking on his role as Rambling Rabbit. And yeah, it's been quite hectic, and as I say, this is holding me to the ground a little bit, in terms of like ripping my hair out. um, so yeah, there's that, and it is coming together nicely. I'll say that again. It's coming together nicely, and as I say, I just hope it is something that you guys can appreciate and enjoy, and I hope I've given the viewers something to enjoy. And as I've said in the previous films, when obviously I've been making them, they are cheesy films. They're not Hollywood blockbusters. I'm not expecting, amazing special effects, explosions, heads getting chopped off to a really gory graphic detail point or anything like that. I try my best with what I've got and with who I've got, and that is all I can do. And I just hope that you guys can appreciate that, which I'm pretty sure you do. Um, So yeah, and just thank you to you guys as well for watching and just appreciating what I do. You know, it's crazy. It is crazy. Um, it's good fun. It's good fun. I enjoy it, and not only that, but you know, should the day come when I am no longer around, which will happen one day, unfortunately, I'm not going to live forever. My kids and my family and my friends who will probably still be around, hopefully, um, when I've gone, can still look back on these things and enjoy what we've all done together. So there's that nice little element there as well. Um, but yeah, this has been a nice little insider video talking about what's going to be happening, what could be happening, what's what, how they look, how the masks look. And yeah, I will probably, well, I know I will give updates and little teasers as I've already been teasing videos prior to this. Um, but yeah, this is a big top secret video, and obviously members only to Nays Place. If you're a subscriber uh, and you've become a member and watched this, thank you ever so much again. That's all I have to say on this matter now, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. And as I say, I will keep you updated. Keep your eyes out for teasers, tasters, spoilers. Well, not spoilers, but trailers, you know, and little things here and there. But there's a lot to come in this film, and it is worth the wait. It will be worth the wait, hopefully. Um, and yeah, I don't need to say any more, do I? Really. All you guys need to know is there's a lot going into it. There's a lot more going into it than what's been in the first and second one. And yeah, thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you guys down the road. Ta-ta for now.